Sorry about that little mishap. That's the glory of going live. You got to deal with what comes your way. So today we finished up the awesome book, Above the Line, Lessons in Life and Leadership by Urban Meyer. This book was certainly one of the best. I got to say it's probably one of the, I have to say it was one of the best books that I've ever read. And at least one of the people who was a fan of these videos had let me know, hey, I bought the book because of these videos. Now, I'm certainly not, I have no deals with anyone. I'm not compensated by anyone for this, but to me, that's valuable. That's telling me that these videos are working, and that's telling me that I'm playing a small part in spreading this bigger message, this bigger message, theme of excellence, of doing good, of creating a ripple effect of positivity, especially in this crazy, insane country we live in right now. Taking a deep breath, taking 15 minutes of your every day to hear something good is refreshing. So I'm glad that, at least in a small way, it's working. So the book that we talk about it boils down to leadership, lessons in leadership and life from this championship season, from a national champion, in essence. And Urban Meyer says, a leader is someone who inspires and empowers people to get to places that they wouldn't be able to reach otherwise. Man, that's awesome. To have that ability to inspire someone to get to a place that they normally would have never gotten to is an amazing feeling. An absolutely amazing feeling. I spent 95% of my life just pursuing goals, championships, wins, etc. Shifting that focus from me, and thinking, whoa, how can I directly make an impact on the people around me is an awesome feeling. Urban Meyer, to repeat, someone who inspires and empowers people to get to places they wouldn't be able to reach otherwise. And you might be saying, but I'm not a leader. I don't have anyone below me. You do. You interact with, I don't know how many people, 100 people to 500 people on a daily basis. You have an ability, every single one of us has an ability to inspire those people around us, to be a better mother, to be a better father, a better son, a better daughter, a better grocery store clerk, a better whatever. You have that ability. You have that power. I'm nothing special. Urban Meyer's nothing special. It's just you can make a decision to make that impact and live your lives in a way to get it done. When I was a kid, probably not in these words, but a giant message that I took away from my parents was two things. You do the best you can in everything you do. That's fact. That's your obligation. You're on this earth. You do the best you can in every single thing you do. Second, you inspire other people to do the same. You do your best, and by doing your best, the people around you will be compelled to do their best. Not going to work for everyone because, as I stated before, there's the top 10% who are self-motivators, the 80% of people who are influenceable, they're impressionable, but then you're going to get that bottom tier of 10% who just don't care what you have to say. No matter what, they're going to resist it. You show them a better way, they're going to say, I don't care. Don't waste your time on those people. Time is a non-renewable resource. Strive to impact those people who want to be changed. I heard an interview one time. Thank you, Derek, Kathleen, and Dredd. You guys tune in regularly. I sincerely appreciate it. Comments are also, let me put a break in the message here. Comments, I love them. I have a vision of making this an interactive conversation via a different software. Hopefully we get to that point, but for now, comments, questions, more than welcome. But I heard a podcast one time, and I don't know how I feel about this, but I heard it and it made me think, and I would just process it for a minute. I heard the guy say, all right, Joe, I appreciate it, buddy. All right, Dredd, I got 2 comments already. Dos comentarios. Thanks, guys. But I heard I heard on a podcast, the guy say, I don't judge people. I let people judge themselves in my presence. Think of that. Powerful, interesting. I don't even know what I think about it, but I know that it got me thinking. He said, I don't judge people. I let them judge themselves in my presence. Welcome, Andrew. Again, another loyal follower. I don't judge people. I let them judge themselves in my presence. What the heck does that mean? That means that when you hang around with people, when you surround yourself with people who pursue excellence, who want to be great. Thank you for all these comments and emojis, emoticons. I appreciate it. When you surround yourself, another one. When you surround yourself with people who want to be great, who want to pursue excellence, you are compelled to either rise to their level or get the heck out. You're going to judge yourself in their presence. When I go to a Cale Sanderson event, I'm assessing myself. I'm judging myself. Where do I lie in the world next to Cale Sanderson? And he is a role model. He is a mentor of mine. So my goal is to close that gap. Either put up or shut up. Put up or shut up. Surround yourself with those people. I was talking so long that my book went to layoff mode. So your job as a leader is to inspire those people around you to go further. But those people need to want it. So you've got to decipher, does this person really want it? That's something only you can find out. Now, I've actually finished the book today, so a lot of this is stuff that encapsulates the message, the theme of the book. He says, in football and in life, you want to get better every day. There's no room for complacency or looking back on past accomplishments. In football, in life, you want to get better every day. Let me break that down. That's a mindset. That's a mindset of excellence. If you weren't at least open, you listener weren't at least open to that idea, you wouldn't be watching. So I feel comfortable saying that is the mindset that we should all, every one of us who is listening, embody, implement into our lives to get better every single day. What does that mean? That means that when I take my daughter to work, she doesn't work. When I take my daughter to school in a little bit, my job is to be 100% present and focused. And then when I come home, my job is to take my son out of my wife's hands for a little bit to give her a little bit of time. And then it's to come up here and have total focus and conversation in spreading this message. You can break it down to every single thing you do. Get better every single day. There's no room for complacency or looking back on past accomplishments. Yes, I mentioned Rick's story. I mentioned the UFC, but I don't sit up here in my office thinking about it. No, it's nice. It makes me feel good once in a while, but that's it. Then you go on to the next thing. In fighting, in professional fighting, we say you're only as good as your last fight. And that's the truth in life. You're only as good as the last thing you did. It's a trajectory upward. He says every 24 hours is a fresh opportunity to get better. This is what inspires me and drives me. Every 24 hours is an opportunity to get better. There is I read in the book Unbeatable Mind by Mark Divine. He mentioned this, a warrior ethos. You're welcome, Joe. I appreciate it, buddy. He mentions this it's either a warrior ethos or something, but anyway, it's one day, one lifetime. One day, one lifetime. Remember that. As you're going through your day, your work, your crap, your stuff, your challenges, adversity, traffic, you name it, think one day, one lifetime. I got to live this day such that it is a small microcosm of my lifetime. One day, one lifetime. You have the opportunity every 24 hours to get better. Moving on. Now, this video was called The Secrets of Leadership. The truth is, there really are no secrets. Sorry. But this is a good point. He says, here's the great secret about leadership. It's not about you. It's about making other people better. Leadership is more about trust you have earned than the authority you have been granted. You must earn the right for people to follow you. We have a comment, Kaizen. Kaizen, continuous improvement in business processes. Can't stop improving. Implement it across the board. Business, sports, fitness, nutrition, interpersonal relationships, get better. Thank you, Andrew, for that comment. It's not about you. Leadership is not about you. It's about making other people better. You've got to earn the right to be trusted. And how do we develop trust? From a couple videos ago, we have character. 3 ways to develop trust. Are you a person of character? Have you earned the right for me to confide in your character? Competence. Do you know what the heck you're talking about? Do you know? Why? Where's your resume? Where are the reviews, the testimonies? And 3, character, competence, connection. Sorry, I sidetracked there. Connection. Are you really listening to me? Do you really feel me? Are you understanding me? Are you involved? Brian has another comment. Servant leadership. I like it. Service above self. Have you ever heard of a Rotary Club? Service above self is their tagline. Putting other people before you. Now, as a leader, he says, you are stretching people, helping them change and grow. You are taking people to places they never thought they would reach. You're helping them live better lives. And when you shut your eyes at night, that is a fulfilling feeling. You know, people with what I'm doing, you know, it's a struggle, it's a challenge, it's adversity. You know, how do I create this message into a livelihood, a job, such that I can provide my family with the life I dream about for them? And, you know, there's adversity in that. Lost my train of thought there, so I'm going to move on. There's adversity in it, but it's a constant struggle. It's a constant decision, mindset to get better. Moving on to the next one. There's this, so he talks about this right here, and I'm going to reference one of the listeners right now. He says, there can't be change without challenge or growth without discomfort. There can't be change without challenge or growth without discomfort. My friend, fan, follower, Andrew, sent me an email yesterday, or sent me a text or something. He sent me a video, and I posted it on this page, on my Spaniard page, so I'd recommend going back, you know, scroll down a little bit. But it's this video that talks about a lobster, right? What the heck does a lobster have to do with the secrets of leadership? Well, it does. It says that, Misha, what is your favorite quote? Shoot me that. So he says a lobster shell never grows. A lobster shell never grows. What happens is the body of the lobster grows and grows and grows and grows. It gets uncomfortable. It endures stress because it literally, the walls, its shell is closing in around it. So then what it does is it goes under a rock and it sheds its shell. You can't change without a challenge. Thank you, Misha, for that input. Service above self. Man, we are getting all kinds of comments today. This is awesome. But it goes under a rock. It sheds its shell. It grows a new shell, a bigger shell, bigger lobster, goes out, lives as a lobster. The point of that video, that message is when you endure stress, when you feel like the walls are closing in around you, that's the opportunity for growth. Actual growth, if you're a lobster. If you're a lobster, you're not watching this. But theoretical growth in what we are talking about. Whenever that stress, whenever the walls are closing in around you, man, these comments are awesome. That's a shell of a story, he says. Whenever those walls are closing in around you, switch your mindset. Flip the script, 180. It's an opportunity for growth. Like I said, actual growth if you're a lobster. Theoretical, figurative growth if you're a human being. It's when we are confronted with our most challenging events that we did our best work and produced our greatest responses. He's saying that's the most fulfilling. When you're slapped in the face, when you're knocked down, when you get knocked out cold on live television, and people make fun of you, hundreds and hundreds of people make fun of you for being unconscious. It's how you react to that. You know, do you put your tail between your legs? Put your shell between your legs and crawl away? No, you stinking get up and you punch it right back. I only had 1 cup of coffee this morning. He says, this is it. You have you have a purpose in life. If you are clear about what that purpose is, then these tools can help you fulfill it and enable you to better serve those around you. These tools, he's talking about his book. I'm talking about AMX Excellence, A Fighter's Mindset, my course, that stuff. They can help you fulfill that purpose and enable you to better serve those around you. What's my purpose? My purpose is that feeling that I got on June 26, 2011 of realizing the biggest dream and fantasy that I ever had in my life. To sleep peacefully at night. To pass that on to you. That is my goal, my purpose. Earlier when I lost my train of thought talking about what I'm doing, turning this into a living, I don't know how that's exactly going to happen, but that's it. I'll figure the rest of the crap out. It's not going to be easy. It's going to suck. I'm going to probably make no money for a long time, but whatever. The goal, that is the goal. That is what drives me. Figure out your purpose. What if you don't have a purpose? He says, if you're not sure about your life's purpose, then use the knowledge and experience you've just read to help you guide you on your path to discovering it. Use these videos, use this book, buy this book, Above the Line by Urban Meyer. Buy it, read it. I touched on maybe 25 concepts out of 500 concepts from this book. That is how you figure out your purpose. Try. There's actually a sentence in here. I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not. But he said, be open to new ideas. Live, listen, and learn. I believe yesterday or 2 videos ago was called Read, Learn, Read, Think, Learn, Read, Learn, Think. That's it. You've got to live. You've got to experience. Gary Vaynerchuk, one of the most successful media guys, online personalities ever, stresses that so much. It certainly is, Andrew. I would highly recommend reading it. And like I said, I'm telling you, this is an awesome book. That's it. I don't know Urban Meyer. I hope to know Urban Meyer. I'm actually going to mail Urban Meyer a copy of my book to hopefully speak to his team at Ohio State. So we'll see how that goes. But if you don't try, well, it's never going to happen. So anyway, that's the goal. If you do know your purpose, use these lessons, use these videos, use A Fighter's Mindset, use books to follow, to pursue that purpose. If you don't know it, use this stuff to figure it out. Try new things. Listen to new people. If you think I'm full of crap, that's fine. Find someone else that you do resonate with. But the point is, keep trying, get better, seize the stinking day, carpe diem, fight well, have yourselves a great weekend. Be sure to actually just share. If you enjoyed this, just share the video. That's all. More people see it, the more good that's created in this absolutely insane, crazy, embarrassing time in our country. So, have yourselves a great Friday and a great weekend. Carpe diem, fight well. Hasta mañana. Nos vemos a las 6 de la mañana. Mañana. See you tomorrow at 6:30. Thanks.